welcome to Comics Now. Today we have the pleasure of looking at Diamond Select Toys' new DC Comics Gallery Dark Knight Returns Batman and Robin statue. This is one attractive piece, folks, and I'm delighted to take a look at it today. The statue is 7 inches tall, that's from the bottom of the base to the top of Batman's elbow, 9 inches front to back, and that's from the smoke edge to Carrie Kelly's knee, which is jutting out there in the front. 10 inches wide, smoke to smoke. So if you're looking at the back, the widest points, the furthest reaching points are the edges of the smoke. This whole piece just screams The Dark Knight Returns. Obviously, Carrie Kelly stands out as something distinctly from Frank Miller's Dark Knight universe, and she looks very much like herself here. I especially like that you can see her eyes if you look very carefully through those glasses. She's got her slingshot, for which she is very well known, and she just all around looks like Robin with a nice brightly colored costume, and it looks great, even if you're not a Carrie Kelly fan, which I am not. Batman also looks distinctly like Miller's Batman, from his overall girth to that costume with that distinct, very chubby bat emblem on his chest. And I love the pose. This all looks very much like Batman, and it looks very much like The Dark Knight Returns. It may not be my favorite Batman story, but I do love to see a good take on the aesthetic from that world. The base is very attractive too, with convincing looking brickwork. You've got pipes on the top of this rooftop, and you've got smoke bellowing out behind them. It all looks quite fantastic. If we go in on the details a bit more on Batman, we can see the Miller-style gauntlets with the stubby, non-pointy blade things on them. Those look really, really nice. And you've got the Miller mask with very short ears, as they always should be. And the cape and all of that, the costume, the texture on these, it just all looks fantastic. They've taken Miller's aesthetic and added a bit more detail to make this work in dimensional space, and I really, really like the way that they did it. If I have one small complaint, when you see the bottom of a boot, there aren't any treads on it. You've got all this great detail on the statue, everything from wrinkles on fabric to metal-looking metal, convincing brickwork. But when we get a view of the bottom of a boot, it is missing that detail that really makes it look like the bottom of the boot, which is primarily the tread, and it's completely absent here. If this Batman stepped onto a rainy rooftop, he would slip and he would break his bottom. Other than that, this is a completely fantastic statue. Great take on Batman and Robin from The Dark Knight Returns. If you're a fan of that story or just of The Dark Knight in general, this is a really nice one to add to your collection. You can find this one in your local comic shop or wherever Diamond's products are sold now.